Opportunity buli omu agenda kukeera ave wano naawe mwennyini nkaga kumugamba akulira
Okay. Evidently. Good. Good. Okay. Bangambye buli akuba ya mutwalo obani buli akuba ya mutwalo Israeli washimira jafula mabuli. Manager Frank kofe yajisaddewo buli muzanyi yenna akuba wano omutwalo gwote.
Sound check. Comment section, please. Microphone test. And good evening, Africa. Good evening, fans of Dog City. Good evening, fans of Cesar Chandika. Good evening, fans of Ibrahim Sejemba, as well as fans of Ibrahim Kayanja. Those are the 4 players that are left in this competition. Once again, I am having commentary on 2 streaming platforms, that is Break and Finish Live YouTube, the match between Cesar and Dog City, as well as Big Money Billiards Uganda chapter, the Battle of the Ibraze, yes, Sejemba and Kayanja. Both matches are having the same commentary on Facebook and YouTube respectively. So for those of you who are watching the YouTube match between Cesar and Dog City, as currently it goes to 1-1, you are also seeing the scoreboard of the match between the Ibras. It is also currently tying 1-1. The impressive thing is that the matches started at exactly the same time and are flowing at exactly the same speed. For the match on YouTube between Cesar and Dog City, the umpire of the day is Vincent Chimera, who is, by the way, the tournament organizer as well as venue director, while the match on Facebook between the Ibras is having Mr. Yusuf Lukwago Sali as our umpire. He's also the chairman of a pool association called Mitiana Mobende Pool Association. It is very humbling that he's still serving as an umpire, although he's elevated in terms of stature in the association. And thank you for watching, my friend Dr. Yofes Nekwedi, who is in the area but is deciding to go and work and also watching the match online after buying for me maize. Yes, thank you for the good gesture, Yofes Nekwedi. I'm waiting for my next maize when I visit Masaka next, as has always been the case. I am finding the lighting a little bit of an issue. So whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, kindly have maximum lighting on your gadget, most especially if you're watching on a mobile phone. And in the meantime, for the YouTube viewers, Cesar has won 2 frames in a row after going 1-0 down. He leads 2-1. While for the Facebookers, Ibra are still drawing 1-1. Thank you for watching from Lira. Happy Deo Gracious. I'm waiting for the time, my chance to come to Lira, then you take care of my well-being like you've promised. And I know that people of Lira do find this Cesar as a big inspiration. Maybe the second biggest name of a sportsman from the area, of course, after the footballer Alan Okello. Tabo Motlang is asking if I have any plans for the next year to come to South Africa. Or it takes an air ticket. The moment you help me make it available, I will apply for visa immediately. Yeah. You see, your country is not very friendly to us. We need visa. It takes about 10 days simply applying for it and waiting for results, and it's not given automatically. But who wouldn't wish to come that side anyway? Bukanya Mahad is asking if Glorious did participate. Yes, he did, and was beaten in the second round by Nabasa Joram. And I think you know that guy. Lebon Elias watching on Facebook the match between the Ibras. Always watching from Welcome in South Africa. Oma Otieno, also thank you for watching on Facebook, supporting Ibrahim Kayanja. For the last 3 frames, including this one, for the guys that are watching on YouTube, Cesar has been playing against himself, winning 3 frames with 1 visit of the table. Sometimes I feel for some of his opponents when he's queuing, but it's part of the game. 3-1, Cesar is leading against Dog City. Still 1-1 between the Ibras. So first, Mwanga is asking when Ibra will tour Zimbabwe. I actually intend to talk to his management about the potential of him touring Zimbabwe, most especially this month of January, when he's going to be free from official competition within his club, that is Roxbury in Chiwanga, Mukono district. Now that they are going, the Uganda Pro League is in its mid-season break, which will take at least 1 month. Why not him touring Zimbabwe in January? And I know that Manja Zach, you are probably watching this video or these videos, and you will probably be making it a point for Ibra to make a tour of Zimbabwe. Same applies to Wesley Raymond Jr. You are so keen on Ibra touring Zimbabwe, and I believe he will be getting 5 races also. I'm sure Pakanati will be available, as well as Sakala, as well as Malvan the Eshka and Blessings. Baby, those 5. Physically, thank you for watching from Zambia, supporting Ibrahim Sejemba. Charity Andrew, thank you for watching on YouTube. Faye Makalazi, thank you for appreciating the commentary from YouTube. Watching the Scorpion, gliding his way, trying to take down Dog City. By the way, for the match between Cesar and Dog City, supposed to be somewhat a rivalry, although both of the players got to be signed up under the same management. But in terms of a tournament like this one, everybody wants to beat each other and wants to beat them badly. Just remember that Dog City was the first player to be signed up by the ATA, and then came Cesar. Now Cesar stands himself the more dominant figure in the team, which also has Lawrence Sengonge. And those of you who are watching on Facebook, we are being entertained by Ibra, somehow putting that yellow ball magically to the center pocket. So on Facebook it is Ibra 2, that is Sejemba and Kayanja 1, while on YouTube another break and finish, I think the 4th clearance with 1 visit over the table. It is 4-1 for Cesar on Dog City. On table number 1, Dog City gets to break, potting at least 1 red, while on table number 2, Ibrahim Kayanja gets to pot, also potting at least 1 yellow. And on both of the tables, the players that are trailing are having chance to pull 1 back. to think that in maximum 1 hour's time, the semi-finals shall be done. And then we shall be having the finals. And for table number 1, Dog City must start winning. By the way, Dog City is one of the players outside Hazard and Ibrahim Sejemba and Jeremiah Naido. Outside those three, he's the player with the biggest amount of wins on Cesar, and meaning on the entire continent. Actually, most especially last year, 2023, when Cesar just returned with Ibrahim Sejemba from Zambia, playing with the Sharks Sport Club in the Zambian Pro League. Dog City is one player who beat both of them 5 times in the space of 1 year, and meaning 5 times for each of them. But for this year, I only remember once when Dog City did beat Cesar. There was that sponsored race by the Advanced Talent Agency that was ushering Cesar into the team. $300 was put aside by the agency for these two guys to race to 16, with the winner taking 200 and the loser taking 100. It was Dog City who won 16-9, big margin of victory. And for now, Dog City on table number 1, responding to Apple with the Apple to Fire with the fire. He wins with the break and finish, making it 2 for himself against 4 for Cesar. There is one of the managers that is called Frank, who was right at the start of the semi-finals declared some money. Okay, only $3 for every break and finish for any of the players across the 2 semi-finals. And yes, Cesar and Dog City are doing a good job on themselves, taking that money. A match on the center table that is being played at a very high class standard. Thank you, Dr. Stepanos, something like that. I'm sorry if I have murdered your second name. Looks like a name that is originally maybe from Holland or something. But also thank you for being so generous with your comments on my commentary. I'm totally humbled. Nicholas Sazambile, you think Chandiga has improved in his breaks? Benson Aboya, you think that Cesar is not panicking now like he was doing against Hazard? There's a lot of rivalry between Cesar and Hazard against him and Dog City. Yes, each player wants to beat the other, but there is no rivalry, and not at all. And I believe whoever will lose, or whoever will lose, will wish good luck to the winner. But it doesn't mean that it will not pain whoever will be losing. Against Hazard, of course, Cesar really feels it as he plays. 2-1, Ibrahim Sejemba leading against Ibrahim Kayanja. 4-2, Cesar Chandiga leading against Rashid Wagaba. Now on table 1, there is an attempt by Cesar to win another frame, I think, with break and finish, which will be about a 4th in quick succession from both of the players. Speaks something about their playing level. It also speaks something about their playing table. Actually, I just had a discussion with Kelvin. He just says he realizes that Ugandan players are very offensive-minded because they are encouraged by the pool tables. He calls them very good tables because they favor offensive-minded players, those who like to attack, those who like to pot. Kelvin himself being a potting player, he plays a very unique game as compared to the game played by most Zambian players. For instance, him and Mafia play completely different stuff. On table number 2, it is now 2-2 between the Ibras. On table number 1, Cesar is about to put black to make it 5 for himself, which he does. Cesar 5, Dog City 2, Ibrahim Kayanja 2, Ibrahim Sejemba 2. So it is the third green apple in one match by Cesar. He has also had one red apple in that process. Also the 2 frames that Dog City has won, one of them is a green apple. A total of 5 apples in one match out of 6 frames. That is a world-class poll, from the center table between Cesar and Dog City. Yusuf Firi, watching from Zambia, thank you for watching. Spice Tevian Salah Justin, the best friend of Bukenya Moses. Thank you for watching. And I know that every time that you are not at home, there is only one way that makes you feel at home more than anything else. That is watching your favorite sport. A decent player, a very decent one, Spice Tevian Salah in herself, by the way. When she was playing in the Ugandan Pro League about 5 years ago, she got the highest amount of money to be signed by a club for a half season. Since then, I'm still investigating the reason as to why the manager gave her that amount of money, because I don't think it is pool related. I'm joking, but in a serious way. The 2 matches did start at exactly the same time. On table number 2 it is 2-2, on table number 1 it is 5-2. 7 frames played on one table, 4 played on another. That means the playing speed of the players on both of the tables is not the same at all. Thank you for watching. Moses Maluza supporting Ibrahim Sejemba. Fizi Khalifa watching from Zambia, waving your Zambian flag. Thank you for watching, my guy. Isn't of fire base supporting Dog City, but watching the match on Facebook between the Ibras. Andrew Wainaina watching from Kenya all the way. And by the way, I will have to wake up a little bit early and then move to Kajansi near Kampala, actually south of the city, the neighboring district from the city, for another weekly comp tomorrow at Diplomat Billiards Cafe, Kajansi. So more action tomorrow. It is a Monday, but I think that we are already in festive mode. Today is 22nd December. Most especially people that are not having very formal jobs, very formal employment. Those are already in a festive mood. First big miss by Dog City, I believe Cesar. Even being Cesar will be playing safety on table number 1. Yes, for once Cesar plays a safety, while on table number 2 we are seeing Ibrahim Sejemba trying to go for 3 against Ibrahim Kayanja. Dog City is supposed to be one of Uganda's best players, and yes, I believe he is, but this year he has really been blowing hot and cold. Very mixed results. I believe he has won 2 comps. I do remember the Easter Cup that was organized at Potted Sports Bar in Kampala. He did beat Joseph Kasozi in the final. There was also another weekly comp that he won at the Kamocha Pool Center. Only those 2. He has also won one money match locally. He did beat Bwanika Mansur, I think, in February 21-18. And then, of course, has won 2 money matches against Filani Nkosi Mazambani, the South African. Those 2 money matches were played in Lusaka, Zambia, around a month ago. I did stream both of them on this platform. Outside of those few results, he has gotten himself into the prize bracket a few times, but I do believe that his year has not been as good as his big talent would suggest. And there he misses a ball that will probably be giving Cesar a 6 in the match. While on table number 2, Ibrahim Sejemba, the one that Malvan Makonza calls the small guy, is leading 3-2 against Ibrahim Sejemba. By the way, when Malova did speak like that, most of the people did misinterpret him to be disrespecting Ibra. He was referring to him as small in comparison to Ibrahim Kayanja. So saying the word small was comparative, it was not disrespectful. Malova is not a disrespectful person. Very well disciplined, but even the shot and the white ball gotten by Dog City on table number 1 is very well disciplined. Frame number 8 is being won by Dog City to make him 3 for himself against 5 for Cesar. On table number 2, still 3 for Ibrahim Kayanja and 3 for Ibrahim Sejemba and 2 for Ibrahim Kayanja. And please accept my apologies, most especially those of you who are watching the Facebook stream. There is a light reflection that normally hits the mid of the table. It is because I couldn't place my additional lighting anywhere around the venue because of the height of the place. The roof is so close, and the ceiling, there is nowhere to apply my lighting. We are at Kevi Pool Arena in Nyendo. So many matches that have happened historically at this venue. The money match, the battle between Aiden Joseph and Senyonjo Glorious, it was played right here. Jeremiah Naido versus Senyonjo Glorious. Jeremiah Naido versus Joseph Kasozi. And of late, the most successful player in tournaments that are organized at this venue has been Cesar. When he returned from Zambia, late 2022, he won the KV Pool Arena New Year's tournament right at this same place. 9-3. The result was in the final him beating Ibrahim Sejemba. $1,200 he did win. Then the following day, a one-sided money match won against Bwanika Mansur. And then, of course, he returned at the start of last year. Again, the New Year's Championship, which was double life tournament that also had Jeremiah Naido Gandaganda in participation. Cesar did win positions number 1 and 2, limiting Lovolwa Simon to position 3 and Habib Sebogosi to 4th. Actually, he did beat both of them in the first life final and second life final, and then the 2 losers in both finals did face off in the 3rd place match. It was that bad. Radion, Scotty, Umazela, thank you for watching live from Mostalas, Limpopo. You are South African, and thank you for watching and making this stream so lively. On table number 2, there is an attempt by Ibrahim Kayanja to equalize on his namesake, and I believe that he will be okay, good to go. with the black that is there for the taking, either direct or off his opponent's red. Pots direct, makes it 3-3. So the speed on table number 2 is improving just a little. 6 frames have been played as compared to 8 on table number 1. 5-3 Cesar leading against Dog City. 3-3 the Ibras currently drawing. And once again, for those of you who are watching on one or the other platform, the match between Ibrahim Sejemba is on Big Money Billiards Uganda chapter Facebook. The match between Rashid Wagaba and Cesar Chandega is on Break and Finish Live YouTube. Real Mavi, you're watching from Eswatini. You are tipping Ibrahim Kayanja Muslim to win. And the Dog City's shooting prowess is coming to the file here on the YouTube stream. And if you're watching on the YouTube stream on table number 1, there has been a little bit of complacency in 2 frames in a row by Cesar. He's finding himself in trouble because Dog City is about to win a 4th to make it 5-4, and to make it very realistic that a big comeback is possible, in which he could be, will I say upsetting? No, he's so good to be an upset in case he wins. It is Dog City 4 and the Cesar 5. Ibra 3, Ibra 3. Nicholas Zambile, thank you for watching and making comparisons between Uganda and Zambia in terms of how many people put money in pool. I was just having that discussion with Kelvin earlier today. Personally, I think that one big advantage why there is too much pool played in Uganda is that many people run this pool arena as business, and they are being run quite competitively, and playing pool is very cheap actually. On average, it is about 7 frames that are bought with $1 in most places. That is the places that are not high-end places, but places like where we are watching from. 7 games, 7 frames that are bought for $1. That means everybody who wants to play the sport can afford it. In the end, you get many people who learn how to play the game, and of course, many events that are organized for them to get for them competition. That is one inspiring factor, and also the fact that Uganda is quite populated densely compared to any other busy playing country on the continent. I just gave Kelvin a narrative that Zambia is about 3 times the size of Uganda in terms of geographical size, as Ibrahim Kayanja makes a very good impression on the second table. But Uganda is about 3 times more populated than Zambia, and most of the Ugandans are very young men, children, and youthful people. So a sport like pool, which is a very big hobby for young men, gets itself growing because of the biometrics of the country. I don't think I'm speaking pool when I speak that. So Ibrahim Kayanja 4 and Ibrahim Sejemba 3. Cesar Chandega 5 and Rashid Wagaba 4. There's also one thing that really makes me makes my work a little bit easier to publicize Ugandan pool. The fact that there is a lot of rivalry between these players, and I don't have any problem with it. The beef between Hazard and Kasozi, beef between, I will not say beef between Hazard and Cesar, beef on Cesar from Hazard. And with due respect to Hazard, I have no problem with it. The big rivalry between Ibra and Cesar, and an even bigger rivalry between Ibra and Mansour. And then the rivalries between the ladies. Spice Tebiansara tested the rivalry when she was still an active player. She was a big rival with Sandra. So all those rivalries make it very easy to market the game in Uganda. Kelvin, one of the reasons why he is here, and I'm using him as an example because he's supposed to be Zambia's #1 currently. Most of the players that are supposed to be his equal in terms of competitiveness, they are his close friends and they cannot race against each other. For me, that doesn't make any sense at all. He's big friends with Mafia, big friends with Raid, big friends with Victor, big friends with Chile Bobo now. Who will play with who when you are big friends with each other and then you cannot play against each other in such races? Just play the game whether someone is your friend or not. It's just about to become Ibrahim Sajemba 4 and Ibrahim Kayanja 4. The matches are now, and I don't think that BK Forex will be believing what he's saying because the match between the Ibras, then the match between Cesar and Dog City now flowing at pretty much the same speed. On one table, 2 frames have been finished while 1 frame has been ongoing. That is the Ibras have one frame each during the same time when the ongoing frame is being played between Cesar and Dog City. Over to you, BK Forex. Legendary player Emmanuel Ochiti watching the guys. To whom he has provided inspiration. Emma Ochiti was for a very long time the best player in northern Uganda until came Kenneth Odonga and Cesar Chandiga, but they always looked up to him, and he carries a very big meaning, Emma, in Ugandan pool. Thank you for loving your sport, Emma. On table number 2, they are currently drawing for all. Timeout. Table number 1, Cesar 5 and Dog City 4. So those of you who are watching on Facebook, you can momentarily migrate to YouTube to enjoy the table that is currently having no timeout. As Dog City is now snookered, will be playing his red off the cushion, most likely finding it, but chance that white ball could be potted. He fouls. Umpire Vincent Chimera indeed calls the foul. And when 2 shots are given away to Cesar with a frame looking this good, what happens next is the easiest thing to guess. Awamagisha Deus, thank you for watching and also appreciating commentary. Dennis Ochan, you are asking the club for which Cesar plays in Uganda. It is called the Upper Volta. His teammates with the Dog City, both in terms of the club for which they play and as of course their own management team. That is the Advanced Talent Agency. Whose colors Cesar is donning. Dog City deciding to be a little bit different, donning his plain black. The Scorpion, as Cesar is nicknamed, going 6 for up on the Dog in the City. There goes the clearance. Cesar 6 and the Dog City 4. Morgan Rack, the race is 7. And the time mix thinks Dog City likes crossing the finish line before getting to it. Maybe you are insinuating that he likes to go for games, to attack games which are not so finishable. The guy is quite attack-minded. I have to agree with you. It is how he wins. It is also how he loses. But I just think the best way to try and beat Cesar when you get a chance, when you're on table, when you can finish a game, just go for it. Not only is so good allowing him back into frames, steals them away like you've seen in the last frame. 6-4, 3 frames to go. Dog City needs them all. Cesar needs one. Cesar Malcolm, thank you for watching. And you are saying that you love Ugandan pool. And yes, I don't blame you for loving Ugandan pool. For me, I just found myself addicted. I played pool a little bit in 2009 in the same team with BK Forex. He liked potting balls around the place, and he kept me on the bench for the whole year. That was a little bit painful. Carlos Namgada, thank you for watching. Smith J. Chepto Dennis, Jumbo to you, Benson Abuya. You think this one is game down for Cesar? Let's see how it goes. And yes, the match on table number 2 has also resumed after the Ibras have done return. Drawing for all. Racing to 7 on both of the tables. Not only one of the players out of 4 that are playing has identified himself out as a big favorite to make it to the final, and that is the guy queuing on table number 1, Cesar, leading 6-4 against Dog City and playing like he could win a 7th in his current run over the table. On table number 2, Ibrahim Sejemba playing for a clearance as well to regain a lead on Ibrahim Kayanja. Maybe the neutrals will like a final between Cesar and Ibra. That is Sejemba, one of the biggest rivalries in Ugandan and African pool. But those of you who are watching on YouTube, you are witnesses to Cesar Chandiga making a final of a tournament in the city of Masaka for the 3rd time out of 3. He has beaten Rashid Wagaba by 7 games to 4 in a match that has been done. It has to be congratulations, Cesar. Well, Rashid Wagaba needs to wait for the loser of the match between the 2 Ibras to get to know who he will be playing against in the 3rd place match. So commentary will be proceeding on Facebook and the YouTube family. Kindly go to Big Money Billiards Uganda chapter Facebook for the match between the Ibras. That is Big Money Billiards Uganda chapter Facebook.
Mutwalo